Hello my crafting buddies, this is RJ, your thrifty crafter. Thanks for stopping by today. Today I am doing a series called Back to Basics. And the purpose of this video is for those that are first time card makers and maybe those that are advanced and already know this, just a refresher course of some things that you might not know or might need in your crafting arsenal, and just a few tips that you should know, because when I started there wasn't anyone to kind of share that stuff. And as you know, I don't know if you guys know one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Linda, and she always did a YouTube about how people would mention something and they would go out and grab. Well, I was one of those guys too, but I wanted to share with you just some basic stuff that you should know, or just to get your crafting materials that are just the basic necessities as a starter. So let's get started. Now, the first thing that you're going to need is a paper trimmer. Now, there's lots and lots of paper trimmers out there, you guys. So these recommendations are only from me, things that I use, and I stand by their product. So the first thing is a paper trimmer, and this one here is a Fiskars. This is a 6x12 paper trimmer. It does have an extending arm. You might have seen these a lot when you see crafters doing how-to videos. It's great for your paper trimming purposes. I would recommend that if you are cutting chipboard, cutting glitter paper, cutting other materials, that you do buy separate blades, because these blades will dull on you. FYI, if you notice this piece this part right here, well, there's a wire piece that's there, and if that ever gets damaged and stuff, all you do is go to Fiskars customer service, and they will gladly help you out and take care of your problem. That's why I love them so much. They stand by their product, and so do I. You can also get smaller ones, because I use that when I'm doing mini albums and stuff like that. But I also have a couple that I use. This one I use for when I'm cutting glitter paper and textured stuff, and this one I use for when I'm cutting chipboard in the small pieces, because again, chipboard will dull your blades. There's a lot of remedies on how to sharpen them, but that's another story. So these are the ones that I recommend. Great product, and like I say, they stand by their product as well. You're also going to need a scoring tool. I have my Martha Stewart scoreboard, and yes, you can see it's been well used. And I also have the Score Pal. They have the original one, and then they did like Martha Stewart. They had them in the 1/8 increments. And I also have the Score Buddy, which is done in the 1/8 increments. And I use this one basically for my cards, and I use this one when I'm doing larger projects. So they're both great. It's just a choice, but I have them all. I like them all. And what's our next thing? Bone folders. Excuse me for reaching you guys, but there's a lot of variety of bone folders. EK Success, Recollection, and I forgot where I got this one from. But these are great for when you want to have those nice crease lines when you're doing your folding of your cards, or you're folding something. It's great for that, and it's also good for when you're doing your paper crafting. A metal edge ruler. There are a lot of those. I got mine. This one here is a We Are Memory Keepers. It came as a set with a mat and a ruler. And so I have that, but I prefer my Tim Holtz ruler. Reason why is because it does have a metal edge, so it's great for when you want to cut something that's in front of you. And it also has a regular ruler in the increments as well. As well. So I love this rulers. And what else do we have? After ruler, pencils. Well, pencils, that's a choice of yours. There's a lot of things out there. You can just use a regular basic school pencil. Scissors. I have several scissors because I use my scissors for different things. I have a pair of Tim Holtz scissors I use for cutting paper. I have a Tim Holtz scissors when I use for cutting fussy cutting. I have my little Seagills for when I'm cutting my ribbon. So it's just a choice. The reason why I love my Tim Holtz is because they're non-stick and you can cut anything and it won't ruin them. So that's my tip on scissors. A craft mat and a craft knife. Well, this here is my craft mat. But I only use it for doing measuring and stuff. I would recommend that you get you one of these craft mats. These are great for when you're doing mixed media. You know, you want to put glue and you want to paint and you want to emboss and you don't want to mess up your nice mat. This is perfect. It can stand heat. As long as you don't puncture into it, it's great for your crafting purposes. So a craft mat is a wonderful thing. Paper piercing tool. Tim Holtz has some paper piercing holes, but that's if you just want to do lines and stuff like that. But he also has his own line of tools. I do have them, but I don't have them in front of me. I kind of move things around when I was trying to make this video, and I apologize for that. But he has a distresser, a little thing where you can do your paper piercing. And so another thing, as a stamper, I got my little, this is what Stephanie Bernard calls her little secret, her secret weapon. Well, it's actually a 8.5 by 11 piece of foam. It's got about, a 1/4 inch thickness. And if you're a stamper and you want to get a perfect stamp on your image, well, you put this on top, place your paper, stamp your image, and when you press down, it will give you a crisp image. And don't put pressure on it. Just stamp it. You know, because a lot of times people can be heavy-handed, and when they're pressing too hard. You want pressure, but you want light pressure, not heavy, and that will give you a crisp stamp image. Also, if your ink pads are fresh too, that helps as well. So what else should we talk about? For picking up small pieces, you should always have you some tweezers around for that. You should also, as far as having extra things, I think that a hole puncher is always good to have. This is my We Are Memory Keepers. It has a 3/16, a 3 and 16ths and 1/16 hole punches, and that's great for your eyelets as well. So I think that is it as far as having your basic essentials for what I'm calling the toolkit in your arsenal as a crafter when you're starting out working with your goodies that you've picked up along the way. So guys, thanks so much. I hope this has been some information that you can use. If you like what you've heard, please like my video. If you have any comments, please leave them there, and I will try to get them at my earliest convenience and in a timely manner. Thanks so much for taking the time to stop by today. As always, imparting, I wish you peace, love, and blessings. Until my next one on this series, take care. Bye for now.